Welcome back, Peacekeepers is our next homeworld. But before we take that deep dive, it has been brought to my attention that in the Artisans video, I did not mention the achievements / trophies you can get from the Reignited version. Some you'll obtain just by natural progress, but others not. In Stone Hill, you have to flame 10 sheep for Sheep Kebab. In Dark Hollow, light the 2 bonfires for Light My Fire. In Sunny Flight, doing a loop-de-loop will earn you Barnstormer. And if you defeat Toasty without getting hit by him, you'll achieve Burnt Toast. And with that, we will now add these into each level we discuss going forward. Back to Peacekeepers now, and as you might grab from the footage, it is an ironic name for a world that has the theme of a war zone. This homeworld is very dry, with the only moisture being the tar pits, which are not made for taking a dip. The enemies here include foot soldiers and cannon patrol, and if Spyro attacks one of them, the rest nearby will flee to their tents. And if you get 6 of them to do this, you will get a skill point. The tents can be easily burnt down, and it will reveal them cowering in fear for a short moment until they drop that and their pants to Moon Spyro. You may not be surprised to learn that these enemies are well loved by the Spyro community for this unforgettable action. And you can also earn the achievement Shoot the Moon if you fire a cannonball at their taunting buttocks. The cannon patrol stand out against the foot soldiers with their navy blue hats, and they can actually only attack by using the cannons. You will find our next balloonist in the middle of Peacekeepers, and this time they require you to get a certain amount of treasure before you can go to your next homeworld. Rabbits are our new fodder for Peacekeepers, and the music is one of the most distinguishable tracks of the entire series. Now to the dragons. Titan is the first dragon you'll come across, and he is the leader of the Peacekeeper dragons. His rough and tough appearance is an example of how the dragons will shape up in these worlds compared to the Artisans dragons. The remaining 2 dragons to recover here are Magnus and Gunnar, who is located next to an egg thief. If you die, thieves like other enemies will also respawn, just without anything in their hands. In this world we are introduced to the sealed chest. Unlike the strong chest, there is no padlock. Instead, it will require an explosive force to open it. Luckily, we have cannons at the ready. The portals in the homeworld have stone arches with red roofs as their main design, and like Artisans, there are 3 main worlds: Dry Canyon, Cliff Town, and Ice Cavern, a flight level called Night Flight, and a boss level called Dr. Shimp. So let's get to our first world now, and that is Dry Canyon. Filled with fortress type structures and plenty of cacti, this level offers many great gliding opportunities, some harder than others. I'm not proud of that one. The enemies in this world are ready for battle. Here we have Naught Musketeers equipped with their firearm and a silver shield for protection from flame attacks, and they can get a bit dozy now and then. We also have vultures who will fly at Spyro when nearby, and bird wranglers who will use the vultures as a weapon. And by the way, if you charge attack a vulture, you will grab the bird-brained achievement. Another egg thief is on the loose, and just like our homeworld, it's rabbit season here. The dragons in need of rescue in this world are Conan, Ivor, Maximus, and Boris, with the latter's reignited design having eyes based on Clint Eastwood. A new type of chest now, and this one is the firework chest. Light up and stand back as it shoots up, explodes and drops the gems. And the gem you see on the front of the chest will signify the most valuable gem you will find in this specific chest. Moving on to our next world now, and it's Cliff Town. Much like the previous world, Cliff Town shares the desert theme, this time populated by many houses, as well as an area across the Tar River that's heaving with vultures. On the subject of vultures, they continue as an enemy here for Spyro, and if you flame every single one of them, you'll get an achievement. Also on the hunt to take down Spyro are Pueblos. Be wary of their knife attack, and these creatures must be charged as they cover themselves with a metal cape. They get sent to their station to take on Spyro by the Fat Ladies. This enemy will happily slap you if you get too close, but a quick flame will suffice. And don't forget to flame the cauldron for the gem. Rabbit season comes to an end as the title of the fodder now belongs to the lizards. There are 3 dragons to save in this realm: Halvor, who gladly reminds us to charge metal, Marco, a battle-worn dragon with metallic wings, and Enzo, who is located towards the back of the realm. Upon release of Enzo, Spyro asks how to get across the river, and Enzo replies,
"Why don't you glide there and find out?"
Just a tad bit of an arrogant bastard is Enzo. Now, did you bloody know? In the original game, this glide is often shown as an example of Insomniac's way around the draw distance, as the environment would be low rendered, but the sparkle of the gems would show the player that this is an area to explore. Okay, let's freshen up the surroundings now of our next realm, Ice Cavern. As the title suggests, the temperature has taken a complete reverse from Peacekeeper's first 2 worlds, as Spyro finds himself touring icy caves, tunnels and ruins under a breathtaking starry sky. There are 4 different enemy types in Ice Cavern, with 2 being on the small side and 2 on the large side. Starting with our small opponents, we have the Snowball Norks. They will run at Spyro and launch a snowball and will then run the opposite direction once their ammo reaches empty. We also have the Ski Patrols, who can be found in the upper cave, and just like the previous Norks, they will also throw snowballs at Spyro. There are only 3 of these Norks, and as long as you defeat them, you will get the Triathlon achievement. Now to the big boys, we have Snow Norks, muscular beasts who will flatten Spyro if hit, and Armoured Norks who wear metal armour that's impenetrable to Spyro's charge attack. However, their feet are slippery on the ice, so a few nudges, and boom, they meet their doom. There's a whopping 5 dragons to save in this realm. Ragnar, a dragon that shows the icy climate well with steam coming from his nostrils. Todor, Andor, Asher, and Ulrich, whose reignited design was inspired by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We have our first aerial fodder with bats being introduced, and a secret area that includes 3 extra lives. If you go to the platform near the start of the level and glide to the right, you'll reach the platform. This also means if you wish, you can play the level in reverse. With that world complete, we can now get to our flight level, Night Flight. Giant crystals and the peaceful purple setting will most likely be overlooked as you are urgently looking for items to destroy. This time round we have 8 rings to fly through, 8 chests to break, 8 arches to glide through, and 8 lighthouses to lighten. And if you want an achievement here, you can obtain it by flaming all the direction fairies. Now the time has come to meet our next boss as we enter the level, Dr. Shemp. The skybox for this realm is stunning with a great mix of colours and even a solar eclipse. Before you get to the dock, there's some more fat ladies to take down, and the ladies unleash a new enemy, the Kamikaze Tribesmen. They will blindly charge at Spyro, which can see them run into walls, run into each other, and even run off the edge of the cliff. Trondo is the only dragon to break free here. He rants a little bit about Dr. Shemp until giving you a hint of how to defeat him. Dr. Shemp is the leader of the Tribesmen and wears sunglasses as a choice to look more cool. He's actually called Dr. Cool in the Japanese version. Also, did you bloody know? His origin is not fully known, but there's been a couple suggestions. One being that the name comes from a phrase, "got the Shemp," that the Insomniac developers used whenever a blunder was made. The other being that the name could come from the phrase "fake Shemp." This is something which is used during filming and named after Three Stooges actor Shemp Howard. This is where an actor would wear heavy makeup and would be filmed from the back, or perhaps showing an arm or foot. And with Dr. Shemp's weakness being his exposed back, it is assumed that that's where the connection lies. So to the fight now. Once Spyro flames his backside 3 times, he will be defeated. And if you do it perfectly without being hit once, you will gain a skill point as well. Also, if you unlock the strong chest, you will get the achievement, "What's in the box?" Hopefully not Mama's head. With all the Peacekeepers worlds now complete, it's time to head to the balloon and speak to the balloonist, Gosnold. He will announce our next destination, Magic Crafters. And away we go. And this is where I'll leave you for now. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to show your support with a like, comment your favourite Peacekeepers memories, and sub to keep updated on the next videos. Thanks for watching and take care.